This video was sponsored by JLC PCB. Hello everyone. You may have seen one of my previous videos in which I've made this simple USB-C dock with HDMI input, USB-A port and USB-C connection. In today's video I will show you updated version with fixed connections, detachable USB-C cable and brand new 3D printed housing. It took me quite some time to do this and I still have a long way ahead of me, but each video I get closer to the main goal, which is a USB-C mainboard for virtual and augmented reality. So without spoiling anything, let's get right into the video. So I've basically started by grabbing the old PCB design and adding the USB-C port, which gave me the new upgraded design. With all of that done, I can now prepare the Gerber files. This is actually super simple. First you open the CAM processor, select the JLC PCB 2-layer CAM file, click the process job button, and that's basically it. The Gerber files are now ready. Of course you can get the Gerber files directly on my Patreon page. So now that we have the Gerber files ready, it's time to order the actual boards. Of course we will go to JLC PCB. On this page click Add Gerber files, wait a second for them to upload, and you should now be able to see the board preview. Here you can change the board thickness and change the solder mask color. When you're done with the changes, just click Save to Cart and place the order. As always, the package arrived super fast. There was absolutely no issues whatsoever. Everything was safely packaged in nice blue cardboard box. Each board design comes packaged in an airtight plastic bag. This keeps the moisture out during the shipping. So now let's open the bag and see how it looks. Each time you order from JLC PCB, you get at least 5 pieces of each board. As you can see, the board quality is perfect. You can easily see all of the traces, even the smallest ones. So now let's assemble it. Just like with all of my other boards, I will cover it with flux first. Of course I will use a ton of it to make sure that I get the soldering perfect. And now I will cover all of the pads with solder, since I will be using hot air station to solder all of the components. With all of the solder pads covered, I can start transferring the components. I will transfer all of the components from my previous version of this board, since it's pretty much the same board but with addition of USB-C port. And now I have almost all of the components soldered in. I've left the ports for last, since those are mostly plastic and require some extra care while soldering. The connectors aren't super well soldered, but those should work fine for now. And here is my makeshift USB-C cable. You may remember it from last video. But first let's check if it works with regular USB-C cable. As you can see, my USB drive is working perfectly fine. In the meantime, I've noticed that there are some missing power lines which should go into the USB-C connector. I will have to fix that manually. As you can see, I've used a couple of thinner wires to fix the mistakes with USB-C port wiring. The USB drive is now working properly even without the external power supply. So now let's check if HDMI works. This is easily the most important feature. I've connected everything using my makeshift USB-C cable, and as you can see there is video output. Unfortunately it works only with this one cable. I've tried connecting the other cable, but only USB drive works. It may be a power issue, but I don't know for sure. As you can see, when I connected the HDMI cable, there is simply no signal. I've tried connecting the external power supply, but for some reason it works only with this one makeshift cable. Nothing else seems to work. Alright, so let's end this video by designing a simple plastic case for this board. The main housing will consist of 2 plastic pieces. The bottom one, which will be the main part, and a simple plastic top lid. Whole assembly is super easy. You simply slide the PCB inside the plastic case, and when it's in correct position, you put the plastic lid on top. Just make sure that all of the ports are easily accessible. The lid should go into the plastic frame without any issues. And just like that, the USB-C dock is now fully completed. It's a shame it works only with this makeshift cable, but for now I guess that will do. After all, you can't have everything. And that's pretty much all for today. Thanks for watching everyone and hope to see you in the next video. And as always, huge thanks to my patrons. See you later and goodbye.